people, welcome to Eaton's Up channel. My name is Manuel Precious, the pioneer of Eaton's Up, and I bring to you great news today because I'm gonna take you on a journey, on a piano lesson journey. If you are an absolute beginner, you don't know anything about the piano, you just love the piano, you love the instrument, you just have a flair for the instrument, and you feel like, oh, you want to know better, or you've probably been able to do one or two things to get before now, this is the right place for you because we'll be getting everything that your questions will be answered actually because everything you've always wanted will be given to you from this. So I want you to sit back, stay tuned, and anticipate more from this channel because you'll be getting very, very, very good lessons on piano to make you a better piano player actually. But before we start, I want you to do something. Make sure you like, you subscribe, and you share this videos, and make sure to sit and also anticipate, like I said earlier, more and more from us. Now let's get started. Before I start, I would like to give you some brief introduction about the piano. I'm sure most of us earlier, for people that have some little idea about the piano, you might have heard of the white black keys. In fact, some just say, "Oh, this is major, this is minor." You know, I just want to give you a little bit of explanation because there's what we call flat and sharp, right? Your flat and your sharp is, I use the word gain or to add and to subtract. But before we get there, let me take you to this first, which is the numberings of your notes. You need to know your notes on the keyboard because this is just a white key, this is a black key. I don't know the number, I don't know how the names is going to be called or whatsoever. So just follow me. You have your C here, you have your D here, you have your E here, you have your F, you have your G, you have your E, you have your. Some of you might be like, oh, how are we able to get that? Very simple. Alphabetically, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. No H. Musically, we don't have H, we don't have I, upwards. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But on the piano, on the keyboard, it is arranged from. So I'm playing the middle C here. This is a C. The one that, if you can look at it on any keyboard, the one that has the two black keys on top of it. Let me take you to the next one, lower octave. This is a C also, the two black keys, lower octave. This is a C also, two black keys, lower octave. So I have my C, 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 C. So alphabetically, I told you we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? So now we are arranging it based on how it is on the piano. So we have your C, numbering on the piano, your D, your E, your F, your G, your A, your B, then back to your C. So this movement from this place to your B here, your other C here, makes it an octave, octave, change an octave, another octave, another octave. Coming lower, another octave, like that, depending on the level of your piano. If it is a 5 octave piano, 6 or 7 octave, or even 9 octave piano, depending on it. That brings me to the next thing I want to show you, right? Which is your sharp and your flat. I use a phrase for them, which is to add and to subtract. So to add, you can categorize that as a sharp. To subtract, you can categorize that as the flat. Because to add, for example, I'm on C, right? Let's be practical here. I'm on C, and if I'm adding anything here, is that I'm adding by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or I can say I'm adding by half or quarter or different like that. But it goes like so in musically we call it semitone. We go semitone, 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 full tone, semitone, full tone, like that. Or a tone, you can say a whole tone, like that. So I'm going from C to this next key here. This is my black key here, right? Because I mentioned that the sharp is to hard, right? So if I move from C to this next key, rather, can call it C sharp because I'm moving. There's a distance from C to this place. There's something moving there. So we're moving from C to this. This is C sharp. Then I have C, C sharp because it's moving from there, from that one position to the other. If I move again, and that's a midtone, this is D, like we know that before. But to subtract means like you're taking it back, right? This the other one is going up, the other one is coming back. The other one is going to the right, the other one is coming to the left. Just analyze it like that so that you can remember, and it is easy for you to remember this particular pattern I just explained to you now. So from C sharp to D. So from D back to C sharp, instead of you calling it C sharp, you can call it D flat. So with that sign on the screen, as you can see there, this D flat. So you have D flat, we have C sharp. So you can have two names, right? Which is the C sharp or D flat for this particular key here. So you know that's a black key, it has a name, it has a number. From C again, C. Once we are adding C sharp, remember? Move to the next key, D. Move to the next key, D sharp. Move to the next key, E. There's no black key within this middle here, so we just move to the next one, which is F. I'm going to explain something about this later on in the class. F, then to what? F sharp, then to what? G, then to what? G sharp, then to what? A, then to what? A sharp, then to what? B, then to what? C. So now, applying the same thing to subtract, as if we're going back, right? So we are doing C, E, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, E, E flat, D, D flat, and what? C. So you can see that we've been able to cover this full octave here, which is as what? Your sharp and your flat. So it is very simple. If you have any question regarding this, you can always drop it in the comment section. If you need me to clarify anything regarding this particular subject matter. So moving on to the next thing, because how interesting we have the numbers already. You can see how I just played them. I didn't follow any numbering because um I was just trying to show you how most of those names come about, because most of us mention things like, oh, I'm playing on C sharp, I know I'm on F, I'm on this, but you don't really know the origin of how it came about. So this is how it came about, right? So stay tuned for the next lesson and see how we're going to move forward from there. Thank you for staying true to this time. See you in the next class. Bye.